Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another round of sound. This is the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown. I'm Bob Pompeani on what was a brutal day and a brutal weekend for Pittsburgh sports, and we're here to talk about it. Think of us as your therapists. And here is Dr. Jeff Hathhorn. Here is Dr. Chris Adamski and Dr. Chris Mack. We have them all here tonight. Chris from the Trib, of course. The others two guys you know from 93.7 The Fan. I want to start with a comment Mike Tomlin made after this game. Everybody knows it right now. 30-6 was the final score. To me, it wasn't even that close. Mike Tomlin was asked about changes, and he said, quote, hell yeah, there will be changes. Jeff, what do you think that means?
What changes? Give us some details. I think fans deserve some details. You don't have to give the whole thing, but, like, are you changing play calling? Are you changing? Obviously, the quarterback's probably going to be different.
Yeah.
Your left tackle's probably going to be different. Your tight end's probably going to be different. Are those the changes that he's talking about? Because it's something that sounds good in a news conference, but let's see it. I want to see the actual changes that occur, because we've heard a lot of talk, but not a lot of change.
This will dominate going into Tuesday's the press conference, and then Wednesday the first practice. We'll all be there. We're trying to figure out the decipher what's going on. Then Sunday the game will come, and we'll figure it out. And it'll be there'll be this minor no
Right.
personnel change, maybe a little tweak. You wouldn't be able to tell what it is. As Mike Tomlin said last week, right? He said a lot of times I throw something out there. He knows he had to say that to some extent. I have it real quick before 29 games. The last 29 games the Steelers have played, dating to late 2021. They're 15-14 in, which is totally Steelers, of course.
Right.
They've lost by 3 touchdowns or more 7 times. So once every 4 games they play, they're losing by 3 touchdowns. They only have 2 wins of more than 10 points in that time, both against the Browns, actually, 12 and 14 points. They haven't beat anybody more than 14. They've lost by 3 touchdowns now 7 times in the last 29 games. This is becoming,
A trend.
Yeah. 3 years.
But here's the problem. The other trend is nothing will change. Nothing will change, Bob. The only things that will change are what Jeff mentioned about the guys that will have to be plugged in due to injury. Right? We'll get more Broderick Jones at left tackle. We'll get more Darnell Washington at tight end. That may be a good thing, seeing those two block together the way they did in college on the left side of the line. Saw a little bit of productivity in the run game at times today. But nothing major is going to change. Everybody that wants to see Matt Canada fired, keep waiting. It's not going to happen. Everybody that, if Kenny Pickett weren't injured, there wouldn't be a change at quarterback. There will be no major changes. The 1 or 2 changes that you might see, maybe a Joey Porter Jr. plays a little bit more in the secondary. Maybe we get a little bit more Quan Alexander instead of a Landon Robert. It's going to be deck chairs on the Titanic.
I mean, basically, a lot of people are wondering about this offense, and that's where I want to go back. Chris, I'll start with you on this one. This offense has had, you talk about trends, they haven't been able to do anything in the first quarter of most every game dating back 2 years. It's the same kind of story. No production, very few things. We saw no first downs against San Francisco, was it, for how long? This time they didn't cross the 50-yard line. It's the same story. So something has to change in that regard. What do you think that would be, if any? If it's not going to be anything, fine. But a lot of people want to see. It's not unusual to change coordinators mid-season. I know it's not what they do, but would you go that far?
Yeah, it's funny. I thought last week a big storyline was the one good touchdown drive they've had, maybe all season. Mm-hmm. We talked about that over and over and over again, and it was one drive in one game. We're 4 games in now, and it might be the only one you can really point to.
That's how starved we are for offensive productivity.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're getting to a point where it really is. I mean, it was, one season after season. Now we're a quarter way into this season. You're right. I don't think it's going to happen. I can't imagine it happening in any way. I don't know if there's maybe some edict, maybe some sort of schematic, more than a tweak, but I don't even know what they could do at this point. But I wouldn't expect.
But they have the perfect opportunity coming up. Get through the Ravens game, right? And who knows what may or may not happen against Baltimore. It looks like Lamar Jackson is starting to cook with that new offense, which could be dangerous. But you've got a bye week coming up. That's your opportunity. If this is ever going to happen.
Didn't we go through this last year? They were 2-6 and there was a bye week.
Yeah, and that
whole conversation came up. And they had, to their credit, they changed and won 7 of 9 games by getting back to basic stuff, but they didn't change coordinators.
The lack of change this past offseason, I think we all agree, was because, A, Mike Tomlin's too loyal to Matt Canada, but B, more so, that they didn't want to disrupt Kenny Pickett's development. Well, Kenny Pickett's going to be out for who knows how long. You're not worried about disrupting his development anymore because his development seems to be stalled out anyway. How good is Kenny Pickett? We don't even know the answer to that question anymore. And Mitch Trubisky's going to be this team's quarterback for at least the next few weeks.
Chris Hoke wants Mason Rudolph.
Regardless of whether it's Trubisky or Rudolph, it doesn't matter. Now's the time. Now's the time to make the change at offensive coordinator. I don't care if it's just elevating Mike Sullivan to making play calls. Whatever it is, Matt Canada, and look, he's not the only person at fault here. I want to be real clear about that.
Oh, it's a team
Pickett
effort.
hasn't been good enough. The offensive line stunk today. Najee Harris hasn't been good enough. Lots of problems. But the first step in fixing all of this, guys, is get Matt Canada out during the bye week.
Well, let's put it where it should be. Mike Tomlin was JV. He got his rear end kicked in coaching today by a guy in his first year. I mean, he was a JV head coach. That was pathetic. And that trickled down to the staff. I mean, we can blame the coordinators all we want, but there's a guy above him who can influence those coordinators and what they're calling. That's on Mike. Mike's got to be better. I mean, as much as it's the players executing, that coaching staff has to be better. And as for change, I mean, if you change a coordinator, I think what they need to do, what they did after the bye week last year, they embraced playing physical football. Like, you know what, we're just going to win ugly. With the injuries that they have, and they may have to go back to that and try to win ugly.
But it's looked to me, guys, like they've tried to do that.
Well, they're not consistent.
That's the problem, is the inconsistency lies in to bring it back. And again, it's not all Matt Canada's fault, but that's the crux of the matter here, is the lack of consistency lies in there where, you get to 4th and 1 and you go shotgun? What you're supposed to maul people.
We're going to get into that play.
Your new GM went out and built this roster this offseason for you to maul people, and you go shotgun on 4th and 1.
I just kind of, it's the point where you would have a good point saying last year, it's not without merit to say that keep things, there is something to that. Because the most important, valuable asset they had and have is Kenny Pickett, making sure that development goes where that was what last year, what the number one goal, it didn't matter what the record was and what the record, to a point this year, would have been Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett has regressed. We're a quarter way through this season, right? I don't think anybody can sit here and say he hasn't regressed. Now, is this temporary? I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, it's not working for him right now around him. So to use that to say, well, we saw him get better, we don't want to interrupt that momentum.
That's out the window.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to take a break. We'll talk about 4th down and 1. Not only did that call not work, it got the quarterback injured on the play because Broderick Jones missed a tackle too. There were a lot of problems in this game. We'll get into that. We'll talk about also defensive responsibilities. Not very good there either. There was not a lot to like in this game as the Steelers fall to 2-2. We'll do it when we continue right here. It's the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.